Is Chris Stapleton the new face of country music, and if so, why? Hi people and hello my Chili con Carnage crew, it's Chili here for a 5-minute review on Chris Stapleton's album Higher. Around about last year when I did a review on Aaron Lewis and his country rock album Frayed at Both Ends, which, spoiler alert, was not favourable, a listener made the following comment. This review was not by a country music fan. Well, that is half true I guess. So, thank you Man of Bert for your insightful comment. Let me reprise my role for this review.
You are my comfort.
Country music sucks. Or at least that seems to be the case on the Reddit forum about unpopular opinions, and they go on to say modern country music isn't even country music, it's just shitty pop with country accents, and as someone who is not a huge fan of the genre, I can understand this sentiment. But Chris Stapleton does seem to fall into this trap, except on the other hand, Chris Stapleton makes me want to listen to more country music because there is something so damn good with his tunes. Ever since I heard his cover of Tennessee Whiskey, there was something magical that caught my attention from that Nashville musician, and I wasn't sure what it quite was yet. Many have cited his style of music as a return to form for country in an era that has been plagued with mixings of trap music by artists such as Lil Nas X.
Got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached, head is matted black.
However, Chris isn't one to shy away from working with other big names in the industry outside of the snow globe that is country music, with pop artists such as Bruno Mars and Adele, and more recently Cindy Blackman, the drummer of Santana, and Snoop Dogg for a cover of In the Air Tonight. Full song is not on this album, by the way. Even what little tracks I have heard, I can say he delivers with a sugary vocal pattern with that Nashville country twang. Sometimes crooning in a delivery and then other times harsh. But either way, interesting to hear. So when I heard that he had a new album out, I had to give it this review. Higher is an interesting album by the musician. One that I would admit I wasn't fond of on first playthrough, at least up until I heard a certain track on here. You see, the opening track certainly felt like one of those overplayed country tunes about getting over love lost through the bottom of a bottle, with some empathetic guitar riffs, and I just can't connect with this narrative, unfortunately. Maybe I'm just too damn happy right now to need this tune. But the sweet vocal delivery of Chris continues over the next few songs as well, and it was all sounding rather boring. That was until the second half of the album came to life with the song White Horse, and damn, what a song this one is. I could just imagine this song being used in the last season of Yellowstone in the very last scene as the horse rides out with its rider atop. That of course depends on whether this works out in such a manner. I don't know, I'm not up to date on Yellowstone, I'm only on season 2, so no spoilers please. It's just such an epic tune, and I have to give a shout out to the build up with Chris's powerful vocal delivery to the point that he is almost shouting, and then he gives away to the guitar riff, and then when the guitar solo kicks in, it's such a great shift. I am certainly putting this on my long drive playlist. It's then backed up by the song Higher, which seems so desolate with minimal interference from the band members that really it's a subliminal effort, and it continues with each passing track afterwards. This is a very unique album in which the second half was far more enjoyable than the first half. Usually it's the complete opposite when it comes to music. The first half of the album is the more powerful one that grabs your attention in order for you to listen to the entire record. However, it seems the opposite is true here, and that is more due to a stylistic change within the album. I didn't mind the singles Think I'm in Love with You, but the jury is still out on It Takes a Woman. Given Chris's demeanor on this album, I can understand why people see him as a new face of country music. He certainly seems to sing from the heart, and I believe it when he sings about love lost and drinking everything from the top of the shelf of a bar. He seems like a very relatable and easygoing person, the type of guy that you would meet in a bar and end up having a few too many drinks with while shooting the shit. So if Chris is the face of a new era of country music, then I would say to the gatekeepers, let him ride and see what happens. After all, people who enjoy his music might start listening to more country music, and then they might end up finding out about the legends such as Willie Nelson, Hank Williams, or Johnny Cash. Overall, I'm going to give this album a score of 7.5 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite tracks being White Horse, Higher, and Weight of the World. If this is the music that Chris writes, I can understand why he is so popular. You don't get asked to join in on songs by musicians such as Adele or Bruno Mars or Snoop Dogg unless you show an inkling of raw talent, and Chris seems to be full of that right now. Here's to hearing more of his music in the future. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music related content because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always, people, you have a great day and stay spicy.